Hi, this is Miss Rector, and I'm going to walk you through doing some combining like terms and solving for equations. You might recognize this paper from class. You should have done 1 through 14 during class or finished for homework, but I wanted to go ahead and make sure we're all on the same page, and I wanted to do a couple with you. Also, I want to try to give you a little help with a different technique that you can use besides just looking at it. And I may have talked to some of y'all about this today, but it's using shapes to be able to distinguish between your variables and your constants. So your variables would be this 3w, so you would write a square around or a rectangle around your 3w. And here's another variable right here, which is 2w. And then around your constants, you would draw circles around your constants. So then you would just need to combine like terms. Well, it's much easier now because you've got symbols that relate to those. So you would just need to combine your squares, which is 3w plus 2w, which is 5w. And then you would need to combine your circles, which is 15 minus 5. So at that point, you can just combine those, which is just plus 10, and that still all equals 5. So once you get to this point, you will just need to solve for w. So you need to move over your constants first, which are your numbers, and you need to do the inverse operation of that. So the inverse operation of plus 10 would be to subtract 10 on both sides, because whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Okay, so you should subtract 10 on both sides, and you would have 5w equals negative 5. And at this point, you need to think about what operation is between the 5 and the w? Well, it's multiplication. So you need to do the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division. So you need to divide 5w by 5 on both sides. So you would end up with w equals negative 1. Okay, I want to also do another one with you. We'll do number 11 together, and then I hope that you're understanding it a little bit better, and maybe this technique will help you solve future problems. So you need to go ahead and put some squares around your variables, and then circle your constants, which are your numbers. So 2y plus 2y is 4y. And then 6 plus 10 is 16. And that all equals 18. So the first thing you need to do is move over your 16. But how do you do that? You need to do the inverse operation of that. And whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So you would end up with 4y equals 2. And then you need to do the inverse operation of that, which is division, and divide 4 on both sides. So y will simplify to 1/2. Okay, and I hope this helps. You were to do 1 through 14 tonight for homework, and then we'll do the rest of them in class tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow.